Since winning the title, Brock Lesnar has been mostly absent from WWE TV outside of video packages and being represented by Paul Heyman on the mic every week. So, uh, without Brock Lesnar there, defending the title in matches or at least being a part of matches, which is something we've received nonstop every week for the last 10 plus years. Do you think that's okay? I mean, do you think it's a bad thing that they're changing how they're presenting the world champion with Lesnar?
Well, with Lesnar, I mean, it's not like we're without Lesnar content. We have Paul Heyman pushing and pushing and pushing. So we have some type of that content. And Lesnar already has a track record of being out for a time period. That, yeah. So I think for Lesnar it works. For anyone else, I don't think it would work as well with. It didn't work with The Rock when he was never around. But of course, Brock never said, "I'm never leaving. I'll be here," and then not show up for 3 months. Like The Rock did. That was terrible. This is my home. I'm never leaving. 3 weeks later, still no Rock.
Yeah, Brock is not the people's champion. He's a mercenary, and I like how they presented his new contract. They pay him whenever they want him to show up. It's the same. It's art imitating life. He's essentially a mercenary for hire, and that very much fits the go away for a few weeks, come back and kick some ass kind of mentality that he's got going. So I don't think it's a bad thing at all in Brock's case. Like Joe said, if it was somebody else like The Rock, or say if John Cena did this, or if Orton did this, then yeah, it would kind of suck. But Brock makes it work for him, and it also takes us back sort of to the days when the champ really was a special attraction. You didn't see him every week, so I think they're making this work.
Yeah, and Robert Carmichael in the live chat's bringing up the idea that they're going the UFC route with Brock. UFC holds these pay-per-views every month, but you don't see the top guy every single month. Generally speaking, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not a huge follower of UFC, but the world champion or the top guy has 4 or 5 months in between fights, right? Something along those lines.
Yeah, most of them do.
Yeah,
most of them only go a few months.
Yeah, so I think them going this route makes it feel a little bit more legit, and it makes it feel like it's more important. We're not getting the world champion in the ring every week. I would almost prefer if we didn't have a world championship fight every pay-per-view. Like, skip Night of Champions. Well, you can't necessarily skip Night of Champions because of it being Night of Champions, but skip a pay-per-view for the world title. Make it feel that much more important. I think this route that they're going does that. This is cool to me.
Yeah, and even go back to the original WrestleMania. We didn't have a title match. It was Hogan and T versus Piper and
Orndorff.
Yep. Thank you. So long as in that instance, we still had a champ in the main event. It still wasn't a title match. You don't have. It's when they introduce that title must be defended every 30 days.
Yeah.
Which they don't abide by anymore. So let's just kind of let that drop.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm all for it. I think Brock Lesnar is the guy to do it, just because of what he means outside of wrestling. Just what he did in UFC and really what he did in the amateurs as well. I think overall, doing it this way makes it feel more legit, and I think that's a good move for WWE to do right now. Plus, they have talent that they can depend on every week. They have the talent that they can depend on every month. So why not take him off of TV? Just to give these other guys more time. I think you could do a lot of cool stuff, but I think they're going to delay that a little bit because you kind of need Paul Heyman on TV right now. He's one of the better things happening every week is him coming out and talking.
MTW Podcast.